Good morning, people. Joy here. I'll be discussing a fragrance from House of Guerlain. Uh, I'm pretty sure I do not get that right most of the time, or any time actually. Is Guerlain. I like to say Guerlain. So this house actually, it's a very classy house, and for the first time, like when I encountered this house, I thought it's a niche house. At least what I heard so. But as time goes by, it's kind of still in dispute whether it's a niche or designer, but they have their rather inexpensive fragrances, and then they have their exclusive fragrances. Okay, so I haven't tried any of those. The ones that I own are all designers. So let me show you the ones I own so far. I own this line, these two. This is Lanston de Guerlain, and this is Lanston de Guerlain Extreme Lidge. So both I really love. They're extremely, like, there's a masterpiece of fragrances. Then I also own the line that I'm about to talk about today, the L'Homme Ideal line. Okay, so this is the first Ideal. This is the Ideal EDT. Basically, it means ideal man. Then I had the second one was the EDP. Okay, I reviewed all these. Okay, then for the summer baby is the L'Homme Ideal cologne. Absolutely classy. So today I have a sample review for you. This, I do not have the full bottle, so I apologize right in the beginning, but I can actually review it because I have gone through like this juice like 2-3 times, so I had some experience. So it will be more like a sample review, initial impression, so you can take it as it is. Okay, so I have here, these are like my decant bottles that I use to decant fragrances. So this was actually a gift. One of my kind brothers from the community, Azad Bhai, he gifted me like this 2-3 sample, like 2-3 ml samples, like 4 of these. So these ones are like roll-ons. I couldn't use the sprayer, so I transferred them in my decant bottles. So he gave me 4 in total. Okay, 2 of them are Guerlain. So the first one he gave me was L'Homme Ideal Sport. As you can see, the blue juice. This one also had like 3 ml. Then I used some of it, and this one also was like 3 ml. So I used. So basically, right now I've encountered all 5 in the line. So the fragrance, I'm sorry, I've talked on. The one I'm gonna be reviewing today is Ideal Intense, the black bottle. Many of you are interested in this, but not that many review apart from Sebastian Zara's review, which is perfect, beautiful. So yes, thank you, Azad Bhai, for beautiful samples. I'll review all of them. I also have Wave Musk, L'Homme Ideal Sport, these two small 3 ml samples, and he also gave me Wild Fruits, which I already had. So anyway, thanks. So now this fragrance is classified as first of all, sorry, since I cannot show you the bottle, let me show you how the bottle actually looks like. Even if this picture you see, it will be just like this bottle. It will be all glass, but this whole thing will be painted black, matte black. Okay, just like this side. Okay, whole bottle, imagine it will be like black cap, and the writing, everything, and it's nice. But I like these bottles better because that bottle you cannot see through the juice, I believe. So same bottle shape, beautiful. Guerlain L'Homme Ideal line. So now let's get into the fragrance. So I have this sprayed on my hand for some time. So this fragrance actually is a nice fragrance. Okay, it has some pros, it has some cons, and whether I'm gonna buy a full bottle, whether I would recommend you go for the full bottle, I'll let you know in a while. So this fragrance is basically a winter fragrance. It's the darker version, more supposed to be more intense, smoky, spicy version of original L'Homme Ideal. Original L'Homme Ideal has a note of leather. It has tonka, almond, citruses, basically, and like heavy dosage of tonka. So it's a sweet fragrance, and it's a very classy fragrance. But then the EDP was a little bit more intense, more like a cherry tonka with the leather. Then the sport was like no, not the sport. The cologne was more like clean, fresh, citrus almond. So this one, how dark this is. So people are looking for this fragrance, like, let's say to wear in winter time. Yes, it is a winter time, baby. I don't see you people wearing this in a hot summer's day. So notes in this I get so far is pimento chili, almonds. It has some pepper. It has some citruses up top, and then it goes like a little bit dark. It gets like smoky. It gets I think patchouli, a little bit benzoin sweetness. It has maybe leather, uh, like some woody elements. Yeah, it says cedarwood or some woody elements in it. So basically you get the idea. It's basically a smoky, a bit tobacco maybe in it, I'm not quite sure, but I get a little bit of hint of tobacco. So it's spicy, smoky, leathery, dark, tobacco, tonka, and almond, that sort of mix. So what I really get from it is the opening. It's really loud. When I spray it for the first time, it's really loud. It smells like it's gonna be a beast mode fragrance. Moment I sprayed it reminded me of this fragrance. Okay, first time I sniffed it, it reminded me of Givenchy's Gentleman Only. I think this is the absolute version. So this fragrance is also winter fragrance. It has heavy dosage of cinnamon, which sorry I forgot to mention. This one also get heavy dosage of cinnamon and cardamom as well. So it's a spicy. This one, the Guerlain, the Intense. I think this is a spicy fragrance, but compared to that, this is much more intense. This is like a longer lasting beast mode fragrance, and I really think this one would be a full bottle worthy in the winter time. It's kind of in the spicier side, but this is much more intense compared to the Guerlain. Then if you also like these fragrances, let me show you. Wood Blend by Davidoff, the blend line, and then CH Man, the original CH Man, something sweet, something. This one is a little bit woody and spicy. This is a bit sweet, leathery. So these elements are present in that, the Guerlain. Then if you like, I would say a little bit spice bomb, because the pimento note reminds me of a little bit of spice bomb. But the thing is, most this fragrance what I get from this fragrance is that bit of not CH Man, 1 million Privé. You know, the hookah tobacco note, and this is a bit sweet. It's also got leather and stuff. It's a little bit on the darker and mature side. That's what I think this fragrance is. Low, medial, intense. So the main problem with this fragrance is it doesn't really perform. So far I gave 3 wearings. Every time it opened up very big and then it disappeared. So the whole bottle, that intensity, the theme, that, like, you know, imagine like Bulgari's Man in Black, that had that huge promising performance which it never delivered. This is the one that suffers the same. Okay, so this is one. Maybe the reason is it's not winter here yet. Maybe cold weather it will last better, but it doesn't have that, you know, like oomph to it that was needed in this fragrance. So that is the only problem. But the smell wise, I really like it. Let me spray it once again to remind myself on the opening. Okay, let's go 2 sprays. This one I'll just keep just for testing purpose, and I'll see if I can buy the full bottle. So far not impressed much. So the opening, again, I was telling you, the beautiful opening. It's a cinnamon, cardamom. It's almost like La Nuit de l'Homme, sort of darker, sweet, kind of like licorice feel, like the intense La Nuit de l'Homme intense sort of a opening. But the opening is just, it's gonna fade away very, very quickly, and those darker elements that's supposed to come much later, the smoke and everything, it was supposed to come and make it much darker. That magic doesn't happen with this. So opening, yes, it's beautiful opening. The mid, you'll start getting the original DNA of the low medial line, but I would suggest you go and try this in the mall. Maybe from a bigger spray of a bigger bottle, original bottle, you can experience it better. But so far from my small sample, I think I'm gonna wait till this fragrance hits the discounters. I'm not ready to pay retail on this one, I'm sorry to say, even though I'm a huge fan of this line. As you can see, I got the 3 full bottles, and I'm planning to actually add the low medial sport, which is a simple fragrance but is a nice fragrance too. So overall, from this sample, what I'm going to tell you is longevity is kind of on the poorer side. I would say 5 out of 10. Projection, it's also kind of close, you know, and if you just go to the heart note, you know, it's just getting the original low medial. That's pretty much what I get from this. It's not so much huge deviation from the original low medial. You know, if you really like this line, I suggest you go get this one. This one actually smells pretty more complete package, lasts longer, and bit more playful. I think projects better as well. So I really like it so far, but so far the intense version didn't cross my original low medial, at least as far as how much I like this one. But this is nice. This is nice, spicy, nice flanker, but it's not gonna blow your mind. I like it. It is just like many other designer fragrances that are releasing the darker, bit spicier, woody version of them. Okay. So anyway, so overall the longevity, I would say 5. Projection is 4, very poor. Smell of it, I like it. Okay, I won't say I don't like it. I like it because it's a familiar DNA. Added a little bit smoke and a little bit of a chili, and then some cardamom and cinnamon with the main original low medial. So I'll give it 8 out of 10 for the smell. Smell is very, very good. I think you're gonna get compliments if you wear this for date nights in the cold weather. I think that would do good, but you have to respray every 2-3 hours to get some performance. It'll be also good for close encounters. I think it's kind of on the sensual side. maybe people with sophisticated nose would prefer this. It's not a loud fragrance, you know. Like if you compare this with Valentino Uomo Noir Absolu, I prefer that one over this. That one is really dark. It has a black orchid feel, you know. It has sweetness, but that one actually lasts much longer than this. Okay, so versatility, I think, kind of on the poorer side also. Have, I would say 5, because in high heat, hot, humid days, I don't see people wearing this. Um, the smell, I told you already, 8. Compliments, I think, yeah, as I told you, if you go in close encounters with people, yeah, maybe suit it up. I think it's a great suit scent, not casual, not everyday scent, not class, you know, like lectures. No, I can see maybe professors wearing it, maybe people who are working as suit and tie, they can wear it, you know. If you're always going to be in the office, like air conditioning zone, yeah, you can wear it, but it's a try, it's not a must buy. So that's my conclusion from this fragrance. Basically, overall, an initial impression, I'm going to give this like 6 out of 10. Love the bottle, love the smell, hate the performance. And it's not superbly like original or entirely different from the original, you know. Like, so that could be a good thing for some people, could be a bad thing for some people, you know. People sometimes look for something new, and some people like the original DNA to be remained into the new releases or new flankers, right? So anyway, check this out. I mean, low, medial, intense, it's maybe needs some more reviews, some more noses need to check this out and maybe break it down a little bit better, right? But I like it, I like the smell, but maybe perhaps for me not a full bottle worthy. Thanks once again, Azad bhai, for this sample. I actually think it's a blessing for the community, so I can review a fragrance and give you some idea, right? Take care, guys, have a nice day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.